Okay, so I just had about a 40-minute video that I did, and it did not record. So we're going to do it one more time. Tucker Carlson and Hunter Biden, surprising friendship revealed through emails on Hunter's laptop from hell. I had so much fun doing this. I was laughing so hard, and unfortunately, you won't be able to hear it. Remember the laptop that appeared right before the 2020 election that contained shocking sexual image, drug use, prostitution, and convos, I'm paraphrasing a tad here, alluding to corruption committed by those in the highest office in the United States? At the time, it was alleged this laptop belonged to Hunter Biden, which was denied and labeled fake news. Later, conveniently after the 2020 presidential elections, it was revealed, presidential elections, plural. Yeah, there's some bad grammar in this one. Election. It was revealed that yes, the laptop did indeed belong to Hunter Biden. Turns out those emails reveal an interesting and surprising friendship between Hunter Biden and Fox News host Tucker Carlson. The emails show that Hunter and Carlson are so close, in fact, that Hunter wrote a letter of recommendation for Carlson's son, Buckley. Just an average Joe. He's elite. He's up there. For his Georgetown University application, Carlson happily thanked Hunter for the letter he wrote on November 12, 2014, writing, hang on a moment. Hunter, I can't thank you enough for writing that letter to Georgetown on Buckley's behalf. So nice of you. I know it'll help. Hope you're great and we can all get dinner soon. Which you know happened. Hey, buddy, I need Buckley's CV if you have one handy. Thanks, Hunter replied. Of course. Getting on a plane now, but I'll ask Susie to get it right away. Thanks again. It's really nice of you to do this, Carlson wrote. It seemed the friendship ended in 2015, but not before Carlson had intervened. Now listen to this. But first, let's just sort of review. Hunter, I can't thank you enough for writing that letter to Georgetown on Buckley's behalf. So nice of you. I know it'll help. Hope you're great and we can all get dinner soon. Hey, buddy, I need a Buckley's CV if you have one handy. Thanks. Oh, of course. Getting on the plane now, but I'll ask Susie to send it right away. Thanks again. It's really nice of you to do that.
America getting its butt kicked on a small scale that's going to get a lot worse if we try and ratchet it. And it struck me that the best hope for a political renaissance in the United States is to carry people in a direction that builds upon Trump's precedent of an outsider, of someone that is independent of the political corruption and the egoism that we haven't moved before. And we in just being Americans and taking our country back. So Tucker represents a position where he can come alongside Donald Trump and help him. And brings us back to kicked on a small scale that's going to get a lot worse if we try of the foreign invaders with the sense of a hedgehog and the cleanliness of Risma, Rosemont Seneca, 46 biolabs, on and on and on and on and on. Corruption and the egoism and the narcissism. Political renaissance in the United States is to carry people in a direction that builds upon Trump's precedent of
all the stuff he just mentioned in Ukraine was going on when Biden was VP, and Hunter, who still has his hands in the Ukraine, just questioning, just a thought. If you're so close with someone that you're emailing them back and forth, you're saying, hey, Susie, I'll get it to you right away, bud. Thanks, bud. Oh, I love you. Let's get to dinner soon. Do you think Hunter did not know what the fuck, Tucker did not know what Hunter was involved in. And the fact that Tucker was asking Hunter for favors because he was the president's son to get his kid into an elite university. But that's cool. That's cool because Scott Bennett thinks that this is going to bring us back to a Huck Finn era of I am, I'm on crutches right now with a broken pelvis, but I'm ready to fall on the floor. I mean, laughing my ass off out loud on the floor.
Of an outsider, of someone that is independent of the political.
An outsider and independent of the political system? Scott! He's a former PSYOPs officer. Scott, I don't trust you anymore. And actually, I just recorded all this in a 40-minute video prior to the video I'm recording now. And for some odd fuck reason, it didn't record. We'll see what happens this time.
Political corruption and the egoism and the narcissism and the selfishness.
Egoism, corruption, and selfishness is when you're trying to, hey, here's a letter from the son of the vice president of the United States to get my kid into Georgetown. Now, apparently, Buckley, love that name, Buckley. I can't. Patricia Swanson. Yeah, this dude is as deep as it gets.
Which animates and defines most American politicians, and brings us back to a nostalgic 1970s, 80s.
Are you effing kidding me?
Early 1990s remembrance of what America was, from Mayberry to Huckleberry Finn to an Aw Shucks to a Ronald Reagan.
It seemed the friendship ended in 2015, but not before Carlson had intervened in a Daily Mail story exposing Hunter Biden's use of the adult website, Ashley Madison, which had credit card details with Hunter's name on it and an address which he had been linked to. Hunter wrote to Carlson to help squash the story, to which Carlson replied, "I just lost my shit on the editor over there. He claims the London office forced him to do it. He's a pig either way, and I told him so." This is the President of the United States. His son, Vice President. He's the president now. Somehow, miraculously, this fucker has been around for that long. He's been around since Nixon was inaugurated for his second term, actually, and technically.
Reflection. How do we
Wait a
do
minute,
that?
let me get
Trump
back.
sort of cracked the ice, but the full maneuver to go in this direction of a political renaissance, a political healing through
a political healing through, listen to this shit,
cathartic,
a cathartic cleansing, I think he's going to say,
a political moment, an affirmation of the will of the people,
through someone that hung out, had dinner, and belonged to, hang on,
is through Donald Trump to make Tucker Carlson his vice president. Trump, Tucker. Two outsiders, two non-politicians. Tucker is the younger nephew of Trump in a sense. There's no competition. They're not going for the same girls. They're, one's the older uncle and Tucker's a younger guy.
I mean, this is fucking crazy shit. The whole thing is disgusting and awful, and it breaks my heart that you all have to go through it. I'm really sorry. Let me know if there's anything Susie and I can do to help. But he's not a political insider, and there is zero corruption. Hunter wrote back, "I'm sorry for even calling you. I know I put you in a difficult position, and upon reflection, as your friend, I should have never done that. was just so upset they went to my house and confronted Finnegan. That's apparently the name of his daughter. Good God. I've been in Delaware the last 2 months sleeping in my nephew's bed. I mean, okay. It's hard to even get up in the morning sometimes. It's the president's son that Tucker was doing favors for over in London with the UK press. Eric Sherwin, SCHERWERIM, gotcha, provided all the information on my background, but this proves it was not me. Not my IP address, not my credit card. Bullshit, baby. Not my birth date. But they still come anyway. I can't take the hit. I'll be fine. But the notion, I love it how Obama and Biden use that word, notion, the notion that under any circumstance, whether ordered to buy an editor or not, that someone would confront my 16-year-old daughter, Finnegan, at my home is just wrong. It's just wrong. Regardless, I should never put you in this position. You have your own family, all of whom I love. You have your own family, all of whom I love, and your own business, and defending me is not something a friend should ask a friend to do. Tell Susie we love her and miss you both very much.
He's only a couple years older than me. So Tucker represents a position where he can come alongside Donald Trump and help him and educate him and aid him and mentor
Dear God, no thank you.
him in a lot of the functionality and the knowledge that Tucker acquired when his father was working in government. And then Tucker carried
And the functionality and information that Hunter acquired while his father is still in government.
that on in his journalistic experiences,
Oh!
and his character is very, very pristine. He's been married to the one woman all his life, his school
His character is prestige?
sweetheart, and has 4 daughters.
Ah,
And he's never been in the military,
who
so he's
cares
not
how
going
many
to
daughters you
violent
have?
exposure to him. But he understands the military from a theoretical point of view, and from a certain degree practical. I'm sure his father may have been in the military. But Tucker represents a nostalgic Huckleberry Finn straw hat, a natural buoyant laughter and joy in just being Americans and taking our country back in this direction. Now, over the past year or so, you've seen Tucker with a certain exasperation and a frustration and a worry and an outrage. But I think, Jim, all of that is going to soften, and we're going to realize we have to take the reins and guide our country out of this barrier, out of this reef, out of this Scylla and Charybdis whirlpool between Nikki Haley, corporate endless wars, and Joe Biden, the child molesting zombie.
I mean, Scott is former PSYOPs, but I'm going to say he's not former PSYOPs anymore. This is like the most absurd shit on the planet. Hunter and Carlson, along with Carlson, a Fox News spokesperson, however, stated Carlson was transparent about his relationship with Hunter. It goes on to say, the problem is Tucker failed to disclose his once close relationship with Hunter. I doubt that. During his coverage of the laptop scandal in 2020, which he covered so extensively, you know what? He really didn't. No one actually did. What he did, well, we can get to that another time. This has drawn comparisons to the now disgraced Chris Cuomo, who has just been let go from his post at CNN. A Fox News spokesperson, however, stated that Carlson was transparent about his relationship with Hunter. So we have lies going on there, but that's Huck Finn, right? Right, Scotty? Hunter and Carlson, along with his wife Susie, Carlson's wife Susie, were involved in an outward bound group together, the Elements DC, which arranges nature trips for parents and their children. You know, I've got to ask, outward bound, the Elements DC, the Elements DC. And so not the elements, you know, like North Woods or something, or nature, or, you know, a nature spot, but District of Columbia? A nature trip? The Elements DC, which arranges nature trips for parents and their children. Carlson also attended barbecues and events with the president's son and rubbed elbows with some of the most powerful and influential people in politics. But he's just Huck Finn. I'm just chewing on a blade of grass. All right, you know, I wanted to... I can't. And it goes on. Hang on a minute. Something I found kind of weird. Oh, yeah, it's good. Oh, whenever you put images up, it'll show like some weird. Oh, wow. I was saying to myself, I hope nothing happens. You know, I'm going to have to cut this video if it does, but the banjo player right here. When you take this and open it, it looks like Joe Biden right now, doesn't it? It does for me. Oh. Because if you look at this picture, all right, Deliverance Banjo Boy, and then look at let's see. It's so funny. Joe Biden Brewery in Wisconsin. Oh, I spelled that wrong. He was just at some brewery, and I thought, fucking shit, he looks like that dude in Deliverance. You'll see. I hope we can get it. If you look at this, and then look at the Deliverance kid. Okay. It's the same kid. It's the same person, right? So, you know, I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, we're... Huck Finn.